Welcome, this is Crimey Queen. And if you're joining us for the first time, this is the channel where we get excited about love. This is where we ignite that which dwells from within us, that which comes alive, makes us smile. Hence we say, the crimson light is life. So the crimson light is our journey to actualizing soulful love. All right, on this journey we are occupied with words and numbers, numerology to be precise. I am having so much fun. Of course, we are having fun. That just reminds me, I haven't been including the word fun because fun is so essential. It is the number 5, F-U-N. Let's do this. 5, 3, 6. That's 9 and 5, 14. I love the number 14. As I keep saying, I'm of 14 children and the 5th child. So having fun is my thing. It is my thing. It's in my psyche, in my bones, in my blood, and in my threes. Okay, so 14, 1 and 4 is 5. Staying alive. Alive, I think we said, was 3. Let's just do alive, just to keep reminding ourselves when we say stay alive, be alive, L-I-V-E. And this 1, 3, 9, 4, 5. Okay, so 9 and 9, I say, this is how I count because my eyes just zoom to 5 and 4 and it's already 9 and 9 and 9, 18 and 19, 20. It's 22. 22. So can you imagine you go to bed? Yes. And this is a good comfort. Well, you go to bed in the West where God is. Okay, the Father. Let's say the Father. Yes, where the Father is. And the Son is in the East, number 9. This is where Christ, let's just say that's where Christ went to have his crucifixion. That's where we go in the East. But the East now, that's where the sun rises. So would that be a crucifixion as what we have really learned it to be? That's the other thing. To be or not to be. Okay, that's the other thing. The sun rises in the east, the sun is in the east, yet still we are believing that there is a man who died a something's not adding up yet. Now, what I believe that is really adding up, because the mathematician Matthew, he also speaks about something very, very profound. And that's why I am encouraging us to open our third eye. Because Matthew says, if thy eye be single, well, then you can see something to that effect. But your eye must be single. Can you imagine? I mean, you can. Anyone can. If you were to focus in a camera, to get the picture or in a far distance, you couldn't just open your 2 eyes and just say, oh yeah, you can capture and really behold all the view in the valley. You would have to squint your eye and really focus all your visual attention through that lens to capture that vision you want to do. And that's what Matthew has been talking about. Why are the church Okay, why are people not teaching this? Why are people not teaching this? Because to open your third eye is really to be meditating. It's really, perhaps there's something to do with that being slain as well, slain in the spirit when they do this. I mean, it's happened to me, and I can't say that I really experience being well, it was a nice rest, especially if you're very tired and weary. So it's a nice experience, just to feel. At times it offers a place of, it's safe to be vulnerable at that stage. But then you don't know when you're vulnerable. You don't know what energies are just being cast upon you. And then it is said that it came from you. It almost sounds a bit like things could be planted on you and you feel, was that me? Yes. And now there are people really being aware of that, because they have been open, as in 13. They had not really, well, they know at what stage they shut the doors. Actually, that looks like a wisdom too. Wow, of course. Because that's the other thing I wanted to mention as well. I just see things this way. I just see so much. So this is the wisdom. This is wisdom. I know wisdom. Oh, now that is really cool. Let's do wisdom. Let's do wisdom so you can see what I mean. So WISDOM. That's 464195. Again, whenever you see 9 and 5 side by side, you know there is something really special going on. Okay, so that is 15 and 10, 25 and 4, 29. Right, 2 and 9, which takes us from here. This is where we are required to have wisdom. So again, if I reflect on Christ, okay, so we are required to have wisdom. Wisdom takes us from, it's that basket of bread and butter again, and bucket of wine again. And it also, of course, it wouldn't leave us without the M word, the M letter. So the M letter is here, but it also transpires here, because we can look at this, because when we are in open eye, in number 4, which is direction street, if you like, number 4, this is 1 2 3 4 here on the D. This is the D here, this is D. Okay, when we are in D, we are looking for various directions. So when we are up here, we will be seeing the W as maybe W, we are elevated, or when we are here, we might be seeing it, oh, it's that wiggly line going this way, and we may see it as a free that wants to just head onto that line going into inland revenue. We may see it, this is what is happening, because the energy is the same no matter where. It's the pattern that we are relating to. So there we see this wisdom is here, and the M, so we have, but it takes us, because it's the O here, it takes us into Fox Corner or Fox Street, and then it also takes us into this here. Here, this is where we include ourselves as well. The I, so W and 9, so which is 5 and 9. Basically, we need to be concentrating from here, and it takes us right through to inland revenue. So this is our route with wisdom, and having said that, wisdom really starts in this section, in the new section, we could say, because we see W here. This is where wisdom begins. When you are in Christ, you are a new creature. This is where wisdom begins, because there you realize you are a worm. Yes, 3 is a worm. Because it says you are a new creature, so you had to be a creature before you, a new creature, which is the fox, takes you into the fox. So there you are, a little worm, and then next thing you are a fox. Yes, interesting. Worms, you touch them and they just curl around, or they go down in holes. This is it. They go down in holes, and that is what a worm is. It goes down in that tube. Well, I'm using YouTube now, so, well, okay. So there we are. So it takes us from 5. We get into this inland revenue, and then because we go through this, it's the dance, we go back into the jazz. But this is where wisdom really lies. It goes back, this S, hair, because S starts and it has that tail, which it tails on. So the R, you can imagine the tail of the R and the tail of the R hair and the tail of the S. It's like R, RS, hair, RS. A perfect union. And then S goes on again. Now that's wisdom. So if we can really define, identify where we're at any given time, we see when we apply wisdom, that's the energy that happens. The energy takes that shape of the R and the S. So when you see words that ends with I, R, or S, let's just play with this. So we've done R and we do S. This is R, this is S. Let's see I. I, of course, I and S, which is. And that is the main one. They're all probably the same, but we use this is so much. Then we have, so these are the two we're playing with. So we have J, now J, and we do S. But S still has a chance of going round to J. They're in that direction, but it's more effective here. We see that. Now A. So we have A. Oh, yes, A. No, this is, let's start with the J again. It's J and I and R, right? J and I. Okay. Now, J and I, they seem to just tally at the top. Okay. So we have A and I. But they can reflect in each other because they're straight strokes, so they can recognize each other. So A can go like this, and that becomes N. So we see how A and N becomes 6. That's incredible. A and I. So that would be 9 and 1 becomes 6. I wanted to know this. I wanted to know how 6, because I know we could turn, look at 6 and just see it as a 9 as well. But I wanted to see how that formation was happening. So let's do that again. So we see A and I. That is 6. So A, of course, people write A without the ladder. That is 6. Okay, so we see that. It can be 6, it can be 5. It's like everything is intercircle or intercycle. Okay, so we see A and R. Let's do A. I think we did R. No. Okay, so it's that stroke here again. A and R. AR. AR is I'm not quite sure what it is, but it sounds like some emergency or medical something. AR or ANR. Okay, all right. But we can see the letters that have closer connection. It's like the letters and numbers are really like, well, external representations of ourselves. So you can see someone looking a lot like myself, but yet still another person which is another human being like myself. Doesn't, you could say, doesn't really look like me, but in actual fact still looks like me because they have hands, feet, shaped like me, and all of those things. So we all one part of the whole, but it's the patterns that we are relating to. Now, when we can see the big picture, life is really, really sweet. Okay, so just a second reminder to open our third eye so we can see and see the third letter of the alphabet, which is C, which is that YouTube, that U, okay, that long YouTube that we could put loads of things in, and then it's okay. So in the meantime, well, I say in the meantime, if you like this presentation, click the like button and share, because this is how we do it. We share to actualizing self-love. Okay, stay stay filled. Okay, stay filled. This is the stay that really got me, the one with the long tail going back to. Okay, so be filled, be bright, and stay ignited. And we're going to do our next presentation on the word ignited. Oh, bright first. No, we've got to do bright first. Okay, we're going to do bright. Spill over with love.